Mr. E, producer. Also, you know, you used to get your rap on, and I don't even know if you still rapping. You know, you the artist
Nah,
and stuff like
boy,
that.
nah.
So you doing
Boy,
it no
nah.
more. Hey, listen to that song with you and
Which one?
with you had a couple songs though. What's that one? The Bouquet.
She
Get it. She
Yeah.
get it. She get it, baby. But anyway, what do you feel about this whole thing? And what advice would you give this young lady? And do you agree with the artist Wizard Vision, who said, "I don't force my music on someone that I'm dating. I just be happy and if they just come to my show."
Yeah, I agree with him, and not only that, but it's kind of twofold. No. It's kind of twofold because I've been on both sides. Is it breaking up?
It was, but you good.
Oh, okay.
You back to life.
All right. It's kind of twofold because I've been on both sides of the table. You know what I'm saying? I've been the artist and the producer where, you know, I was busy doing music, and I've dated somebody that was involved in music. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I mean, I think that's just kind of like anything else. Like, you just let it happen organic. I've had young ladies that was very much a fan of my music. And then I've had young ladies that could care less that I'm even involved in music. And it don't matter either way to me. You know what I'm saying? Now, the bad news is when I come across a young lady that knows what I do, not necessarily who I am, but just know what I do, then sometimes it's hard trying to figure out if they're attracted to the gift or if they're attracted to me.
Right.
Especially once upon a time I was hot, you know what I'm saying? And
once upon a time.
Yeah, you know, once upon a time. But you know, you try to figure out if they attracted to you. And sometimes it's hard to tell. It's like you could be a millionaire and there's a possibility somebody could love you for you, but how can you really know? All you got to do is have somebody that's a good actor, and you would never know if they with you for you or if they with you because of what you got. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But like me, I will say I'm a pretty good judge in character, so I don't let that bother me. If a young lady is not really into my music, then I'm into it. I just ask that she support me, and I think that's the biggest deal.
Have you ever dated somebody that was like an artist that maybe couldn't sing and kind of, you know, wanted you to always listen to their music? You didn't like their music. Or maybe you didn't like that, because this girl's dilemma.
Yeah.
Like, she don't really care for the music. She's tired of listening to it. And this is what she said. She said, you know, she's a writer. He's a musician. That's how they connected. And yeah, they have a bond. That's great. They share a common interest. But last week he sent her a collection of almost 6 hours of worth of music.
Yeah, that's you are a weirdo. And
that's not like our brother.
Yeah, you're a weirdo, and you.
Hey, we got a brother. There's like that. You know, let him.
Yeah. I mean, I just wouldn't do that, and I mean, I think that it's not going to work between them because you can't change him. You know what I'm saying? You can't change how
anybody can take that. You send somebody 6 hours worth of music.
It's not going to work.
Let me ride in the car and listen to it once, a good time, and that's it. We're not going to listen to it every single day on the way to the store, on the way to Jay's house. We're not going to listen to it every day. You know what I mean? And that's, again, even if my dude was Drake or Future, I'm tired of them every day. Like, you know what I mean? It don't matter. And I keep saying those two names because those are just like some big dudes. But again, you know, I'm just saying it don't matter how big you are or small you are. We're not going to listen to your music every single day.
Right. And you know what? My thing is, I'm not, I feel like I'm at work talking about my music. So I don't always want to talk about my music. I don't want to always listen to my music. I don't want you to, because then that's like me being at work and I get tired of it just like anybody else.
Stoney Braxton said, yeah, 10 songs tops. And that's just to give them options. That's an album, really. So, and maybe y'all having a session or you hanging out at the house. How do you keep...
Stoney, what's up?
I want to read the rest of her email, if y'all don't mind. She said, I made it through the first 2 hours, but it started to feel like homework. Every time we would talk or text, he asked me if I've listened to more of it. And frankly, I'm getting really tired of making excuses on why I haven't.
it's not that it's bad, but asking someone if you haven't known them for too long to actively dedicate so much time is asking for a lot.
He crazy.
That would drive me up a wall.
And that's how they used to do us though when we was in radio.
You know, you always you listen to this song, you know, always somebody pushing their music down your throat. And then she mentioned that we have a brother like that, our youngest brother. Bless his heart. Bless his heart.
He will come over here with his own stereo and everything and turn your whole house up. Listen to this. Play.
Bluetooth.
Song after song. Bluetooth. Then he got tracks and like you can't even, like, it's like, whoa, dude, give me a minute to process the last song.
And we love him. He probably, you know, gonna catch this, and you know, I'm supportive of his career, but it's like sometimes it's like, damn, can we just talk and catch up, or I gotta catch up on what you've been doing in the studio? That's how we connect,
pretty much.
Yeah,
that homeboy has validation issues.
That's what
Stony Braxton said. Shout out to Stony Braxton right now, watching us.
Tony, what's up?
Our niece Kiki, Duh is Kiki. She's on. Mrs. Jones is on. Shout out to everybody on right now. We do this show Instagram Live. We got this Hot Topics Thursdays going on, and we just promoting the show for what's going on
Sundays.
On Sunday. No boundaries, Kiki said.
No boundaries.
Okay, if you're just tuning in to Love and War Talk, we're talking about how do you tell somebody that you're dating that you don't want to listen to their music no more. Maybe you're dating an artist, a rapper, or a singer, and they constantly want you to hear their music and songs. Is it too much? Like, you know, to force it down somebody's throat.
Chicken and Whiskey Podcast joined.
What up, Rob?
What up?
Thank
what
you.
Up?
Oh, man. They tried to get me to go live the other night, girl, and I was in a hot tub situations. I couldn't even answer, you know, but I accidentally tuned. You know how Instagram sends you them little notifications? He was mad at me, but anyway.
If she won't get on, I'll get on one day.
Yes, D-Light be ready, man.
I'll get on one day. But anyways,
I'll be ready too.
This topic it hit home to me because I just want to admit. Remember, y'all, I was saying, you know, I kind of had a situationship, a real quick one with a top DJ, where, you know, I am a publicist and I do work with a lot of artists. I do work with a lot of talented producers like you, Miss E. I work with a lot of singers and pretty much producers and talented artists. So I felt like I ruined our relationship because sometimes when you get with somebody, that's your piece. That's your piece. That's not, it's not supposed to be about work. It's not supposed to make you feel like you're doing homework or, you know, like, have you listened to my music? Did you get through my whole 6-hour collection of music? You know what I'm saying? And so I think I did that to him and I scared him off. And that's the reason why our relationship, even though he told me I could marry you. You know,
but you're a business-minded woman, but it was always business.
Feel like, you know, I was wifey material. You know what I'm saying? Like, wife me up. And it turned around, and it was like crickets. Nothing happened. It was like dead, like on arrival. And I felt like I ruined it because I was trying to talk about the music industry and pushing music and artists and stuff off on him. And I think he got the wrong idea, and I probably gave him the bad impression. And he probably thought like we think. Is she just with me because I break records and I'm a well-respected DJ? Or is she with me because, you know, she really likes me? And so I feel like artists, y'all got to be careful. When you pushing your music off on people, it shouldn't be like that. You know,
especially with the people you dating. You do that at the conferences and shit. You don't do that with the person you dating.
And then you know what?
Conference and shove it down their throats.
In my past, I have intentionally, if I don't think somebody know that I do music, I won't tell them.
But you know, I like how for the simple fact, Lauren London and Nipsey Hussle, she's very honest and very supportive of her dude's music, but she'll tell her when she don't like a song. He is Nipsey Hussle, though.
But Nipsey Hussle.
So again, I can only listen. I listen to him weekly, damn near daily, because a song always pops up from several different albums. But again, you can't just. It's not like you could just listen to 6 hours worth of music every single day. Like folks don't even be riding in the car that much sometimes. Like, and I'm definitely not gonna be at the house cleaning the house and just bumping your music.
Like she felt like I think he really wanted her to be like, yeah, I like that one cut and that one track.
Maybe that's exactly what he wanted.
And she was
maybe
like,
that's exactly what he wanted, or what he wanted.
Right.
And let me tell you this: my wife is not into music like that at all. She will tell you she is, but she honestly isn't. And so I figured that out, and I just and when we have a conversation about music, it's organic, and it doesn't have anything to do with me doing music. You know what I'm saying? It don't have anything to do with me doing music. It's just
so
we just have a conversation about music.
Have you ever asked her, has she listened to any of your old tracks, or you listen to your collection of music?
No. But she have listened to some records I've done.
But like on her own.
She's just not into it. She's just not into it. I mean, you know, she's not into, and I don't need her to be
in love with the
I need her
man,
I need her to be into me. As long as she into me and she understands that at the end of the day, that's a part of my life and that's important to me. And as long as she could be supportive of what I need to put into it, then we good. You know what I'm saying? So
she don't have to be a fan.
No, she don't have to be a fan. I don't need her to be. I would prefer she not be a fan because I always need something to come home to. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
could you think that I probably did chase that DJ off because, you know, when you're with somebody, that should be your sanctuary, your peace.
Yeah.
Work is off limits.
Right. I don't want to work. I mean, I know this is too much information. Sorry, Miss Jones, if it is, but I don't even like to have sex with music. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right, you're gonna be like, damn, them drums on that, man. The keyboard on that was real high. Man, did you hear that note he hit?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm enslaved to it. I'm enslaved to it. I can't help it. I hear each and every element. I hear what the mixer, what the engineer was thinking. I was hearing what the writer was thinking. I was
Don't tell me